HP Gaming Garage, in collaboration with AMD, was launched in Feb 2021. With pandemic, virtual events have been on a rise, and so is digital equity. In line with HP's commitments to accelerating digital equity and preserving the environment and community, HP proudly supports the intersection of these significant developments through a series of programs, one being the student led hackathons. HP conducted a couple of hackathons via the Gaming Garage, and today's session is about listening to the powerful stories that our winning students have to share with all of us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear viewers, wherever you are. I am Lavina Punjabi, Sustainability Lead for HP Middle East. To start today's session, in the words of Nelson Mandela, the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Co hosting this session with me today is Ruben Van, Sustainability Lead, HP Africa. The session will also have two of our winners, Lethiwe Nkosi, who's an independent game developer from TUT, South Africa, and Vedanth Panchoo, another independent game developer from the Vega Brand School, South Africa. When we were conducting these hackathons, we kept in mind some of the pressing issues. First one revolved around the healthcare industry. So the students were challenged to design a prototype to address one of the pressing issues within the healthcare industry. And earlier this year, we had the Sustainability Hackathon, where students designed game prototypes addressing some of the pressing issues regarding climate change, etc. On to you, Ruben, to hear from our students as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavina, and greetings to all of the T4 viewers, and also Vedanth and Lethiwe. That is the winning team of the Sustainability Hackathon. I think really kudos to the team. Sustainable impact is part and parcel of our daily operations at HP, and it's all about protecting the planet. It's really executing those programs that's supporting the people of our value chain, and then to strengthen the communities where we live, work, and do business. And that is really towards our ambitious goal that we've set ourselves to accelerate digital equity for 150 million people by 2030. I think without further ado, I want to welcome Vedanth and Lethiwe of the winning team.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Hi there, Lethiwe, and I think let's then kick off with our very first question. And
Yes.
I'm really curious. Amazing hackathon, amazing topic, as part of a hackathon. And I want to find out, what was your overall experience, of the sustainability hackathon?
It was honestly something different and informative. I remember we had also some classes prior to the final hackathon presentation, which was very eye-opening and very informative, as I've said. And also, the whole experience was really great. We got to interact and work also with other teammates who are not from South Africa, which is in Dubai, which was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Nice. And Vedanth?
I would say it was a very unique and engaging experience. Probably my favorite online event to have been a part of. The opportunity to work with a team that was a mix of both South African and Dubai members created a very memorable experience for me.
Great stuff.
So good to hear that, Vedanth and Lethiwe. I would also, curious to understand Uh, what are the skills that you have actually developed in your gaming experience that will help you in the future?
So I would say a big one would be like team building and communication skills. So as a lot of people know, a lot of modern video games today have a multiplayer element that would encourage team play. The best experiences are usually the ones that you would actually have with your friends or family. And this also helps to grow bonds and teaches you the different sort of dynamics of teamwork. So it's all these different experiences, that's different goals you're all trying to achieve, and you learn through it together. You work together to achieve those goals. Letty, would you like to?
Sure. For me, I think I would say time management and also communication skills, as you have said. With time management, it's very crucial to like have a timeline when working in a team, especially, so you know what takes priority and you know who has to do what and by what time they're supposed to be done. And it also eliminates like procrastinating and not finishing anything. So yeah.
Great stuff. So it's all about that inclusive platform and collectively then working as a team and to really
Of course.
use one another's expertise, within then finishing the goal and what is set out to do.
Definitely.
If we can move on, and I think Lethiwe, if we start with you again, what
Yes.
do you think game coding and game development are doing for students with respect, to education in the future?
I would say game coding helps students a lot when it comes to thinking logically and outside the box, and also being creative when it comes to solving problems. But then also another thing, because it's coding, it can open a number of opportunities for them when it comes to choosing the right career path that they want to go for.
So, like Lethiwe said, it definitely opens up not just opportunities in gaming, but
Mm.
other subsidiaries within the IT industry, whether it be animation, whether it be back-end work or 3D modeling. And recently, Lethiwe and I were both invited to Comic Con Africa to represent our games. And we spoke to a lot of school teachers there. And one of the big reasons that they told us that they brought their students to the expo was they wanted to show them the potential opportunities that they would have in the future of within the gaming medium, ranging from developing games to playing them competitively, or even creating and working with the hardware used throughout the industry. There's a lot of different opportunities for them, and probably some stuff that we aren't even aware of that hasn't come up yet.
Sure.
Excellent. It's incredible, like what gaming has done today and the kind of skills that are being developed and the way we can, put them to use. Ruben, I was wondering while I was listening to the incredible stories that Latif and Vedanth have been sharing, gaming was so basic while we were growing up. I mean, I remember that I only knew what Super Mario is. I used to play it with my brother, my siblings. But today, gaming industry, it looks at things like gaming development, game design, esports management. It's amazing to see that we have a curriculum built around it and the kind of role it's playing in the field of education, the kind of impact it's going to have in the futuristic jobs. I mean, what do you think about it? I mean, what's been your take on this?
Lavina, very, very true. And I just thought, when you told me about this hackathon, I think, I really got excited because I was taking sustainability. I lead sustainability throughout Africa. And I know, it's not on everybody's agenda, in terms of priority. But I do know the sensitivity is out there. And I was thinking, but, through the new game or the gaming environment. It's all sort of a simulated environment. It's become our break-free environment. It's become our, we go into a new world, and we can then pick up on stories. We can then pick up on topics. And I was thinking, why can we not bring these two? Why can we not bring the message across, in a game? And let's say maybe do some awareness on sustainability. I was thinking about diversity, equity, you choosing your avatar, or your shields or your weapons, and therein it would speak to the very specific sustainability topics, from a planet point of view, protecting our planet, or from a diversity, equity, and inclusion point of view. And that, I think, really got me excited. So as gaming, and then to use it as an education tool, to really perform awareness and to heighten the level of sensitivity. I think especially with our Gen Zs and even with the millennials, that's really sensitive to these topics, but they don't know really what to ask or what to look out for.
Absolutely. That brings us to our next question for Vedanth and Latif. What do you think are some of the best practices outcomes while using gaming in education?
I would say that gaming in education has always been a great combination. There's a lot of evidence that shows how it has been used to improve cognitive skills that range between your quick thinking and your fast movements and decision making. There's also a lot of visual learning experiences, which have been effective for a lot of students, including myself. It also showcases smaller lessons such as critical thinking and as well as learning between the gap between risk and rewards. However, with the rise of social media and easier access to the internet, developers will now have to be finding new and experiment with different ways on how they can educate the next generation.
Oh, definitely. I totally agree with V there. I feel like also learners get to learn in a really fun and engaging way, as not everyone learns the same way. And some people are more visual and others are more auditory, So with gaming, it kind of offers them this variety for like people with different learning styles. And it's a great way. It's a very interactive way of learning as well.
So I think really what we can then conclude on is that gamification, from an education point of view, is such a powerful tool. And I think that brings us to our last question, and really intriguing for us, and we want to find what does to the point, what does gaming mean to you guys? Lethiwe, if I can give over to you again.
Okay. For me, I would say it is educational. People get to learn so much through gaming, and sometimes others, they don't even realize it. Like, for example, you can get comfortable driving and you can learn how to drive by playing driving games or racing games, so it's really good. And also I feel like schools can integrate gaming into their syllabus, where kids can actually learn about colors and numbers, mathematics and the human body whilst playing games, so it doesn't get boring for them.
Great. Done.
I'd say gaming for me creates a somewhat relaxing and therapeutic experience. It's something that's definitely to escape reality for a bit and enjoy these different worlds that have been created by these various developers. It may not always be of the same quality, but sometimes you have to look at all the hard work that was put in so you can fully appreciate what they went through to bring you such experiences. This would go for actually any type of art form, including like movies and books as well.
Great stuff.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Amazing stories and wonderful experiences that you have shared, Vedanth and Latif. I
Thank
really
you.
want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for being here, sharing these amazing stories with us and to our viewers.
Thank you for the opportunity,
Thank you,
Lavina and
Phil.
Ruben.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, thank you all for tuning in. As we can see through the voices of Vedanth and Lethiwe, the kind of power youth has today in creating a huge difference in the times to come. Look forward to some inspiring ideas that are coming your way, and we look forward to sharing more such experiences with all you viewers. Thank you for joining in, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.